Hello, this is Mrs. Wilding from the Prairie Point Library, and in this video we're going to talk about the SIRS database. Remember, there's two easy ways to get to the databases from the Prairie Point Library. The first one is to click on the left-hand side where it says Do Research Databases. Remember, the database passwords button's up here, so if you forget a password, come back and click on this link and you'll get a reminder. And then on this page you'll find links to all of the databases that we have at Prairie Point. And after the name of the database there will be, in parentheses in red, a code, and that is the code that tells you what password to use. So if you need the passwords, remember, click up at the top. Here's the link to the SIRS database. The other way to get there is if your class has a web guide for the particular unit that you're working on. It will likely be posted in the Google Classroom for your class, or you could also find it here under web guides on the library website. So we're going to click on the 7th grade Research Persuasive project for now. And then for this web guide, the databases are here on the second tab. So that's two easy ways to get to the databases. So now let's take a look at the SIRS database. If you scroll down, the link to it will be over on the left-hand side. Notice you will need the AEA password. You have to click one more time to get all the way into the database. The very nice thing about the SIRS database is that it's organized around the kinds of controversial or current debatable topics that are so often involved in a school research project. There's a couple ways to get to them. You can search by putting your subject in here, or maybe a better place to start is to browse for the topic page for the particular issue you're studying. And if you click on A to Z list, it will give you all the topics in the SIRS database. And you can see that there are many, many of them. I'm going to look for one about school lunches because that is the sample topic that we are using. And there you go, school lunches. So I'm going to click on that link right there, and that will take me to the topic page, or sort of a organized portal that has links to all the tools and lots of articles related to the school lunch topic. Now that we're in the school lunch topic, let's take a look at some of the features. In the upper left-hand corner, you will find a link to an overview of the topic for this portal. So this will just give you sort of a quick background on the subject, some of the pros and cons, some perspectives, critical questions to think about that might help you get some ideas for your paper. So this is a good place to start if the topic is new to you. Then here in the center you will see the essential question: is it the school's responsibility to provide a nutritious lunch to school children? And then yes, these articles on the left hand side argue yes, it is the school's responsibility. Over here on the right hand side, these articles argue no. Now, these are not the only articles in here for each one of these sides, but these are the ones that the editors picked as good examples of papers that will argue on the yes side or the no side. So you can start there if you want to find a quick argument on one side or the other. Down here, as you scroll down just a little bit, are the main article, the list of articles for that topic. One very nice thing is that you can sort these in a couple of different ways: by the ones that are most relevant to the topic, by date, so that the more recent articles will be at the top, or by Lexile, which is a score for reading level. So if you're finding that you're finding things that are too difficult to read, you can sort Lexile low to high, and now the database will rearrange the articles over here, and the ones with the lower Lexile scores will be at the top of the list. So notice also that for each article that it found, there's a summary So it's handy to read the summary, which gives you a little overview of what you're going to find in that article, and make a prediction before you click on it, and that can save you time in your reading. Also, you can narrow down the results by the type of resource that it is. Is it newspaper articles, magazine articles, viewpoints, which are sort of like opinion columns, reference books, or graphics or multimedia related to the topic. Now let's take a look at a few features that you'll find inside of an article record in the SIRS database. Here's one of our search results that sounds like it might be a good article for my research. It's titled Poll Finds Most Back Healthy School Lunches, School Meals. It's from the New York Times, and I've read the summary, and I think there will be statistics and other evidence in this article that I can use to support the arguments I'm going to make in my paper. So to read the whole article, you click on the title and it will take you into the full text of the article. And there are some handy tools that you can use at this point. If you click on this button right on the upper right, the database will read the article out loud to you, highlighting as you go, so that can help you read and understand what's in this article. Also, the subject headings are listed, and if you find one that is particularly right on the topic that you need to research, you can click on it. It'll take you to a list of other articles with that subject heading. Remember, those subject headings work sort of like a hashtag would work on Twitter or Instagram. The citation for the article you can get to by clicking where it says citation or just scrolling to the bottom. Remember, we always use the MLA citation at Prairie, and you would just copy that and paste it into your Noodle Tools project. There's also buttons to email the article to yourself or to print it if you want to read it offline so that you can highlight. So those are some of the features within the article. Now we're going to back to the school lunch topic portal so I can show you a couple of other tools that might be useful to you. On the left-hand side under Research Tools, you'll find several links. One of them is to timeline. So if you need information about a date related to the topic of school lunches, you might find it here. On the overview page, click on the picture that says statistics, and it's a picture of a bar graph. These articles will all have statistics or numerical evidence that you might find useful for your paper. Now, not all of them are going to be about school lunches. The topics are broader under the statistics tab, but you will find articles in this list that are about school lunches, and you can sort them again by Lexile high to low, and then you can scan for the article that might be about school lunches. Picture this, a way to get kids to eat their veggie. Let's see if that has to do with school lunch. Talks about cafeteria food. So, and you know that because it was under that statistics tab, that it will have some statistics or numerical evidence that you might use for your paper. This video shows you some of the types of materials and tools that are available inside the SIRS database. Take a few minutes to explore some of the other features, to explore your particular topic, and to complete the graphic organizer for this activity.